like there were so many logics we need to learn and understand for Q, because like I was like too weak, which I did pass, guys. I passed my end terms. I know it's really shocking to me too. Hello. So I am going out to meet my friend today. We have been deciding the date to meet since weeks now, and today we are finally meeting. I'm so excited for that. I thought why not to share the difficulties I'm facing learning DSA while I get ready. So yeah, let's get into it. So the very first thing which I am using is this Setella brightening serum. I have been using this because when I was in college I used to get tanning a lot, and it really helped me in my tanning reduction. For moisturizer, I used to moisturizer alternatively. I use CeraVe and Onwa. Okay, so I use this alternatively. So I really got into learning DSA in the starting of my second sem because it was also my course thing. So when I started it, it was simple for me because I was starting with array, and for me array was a very easy topic. The real challenges started when we came to Q. Like learning Q was a little bit tricky because like there were so many logics we need to learn and understand for Q, because like checking if our Q is circular or not, and how is that working, like how is it working that you are taking two pointers and making them run traverse in your Q faster and lower thing, which was like a little bit difficult to. It literally took me 2 weeks to understand like what is actually happening in that. So much complicated, I think. Yeah, it was really complicated. Next thing I use is this Dot and Key sunscreen. I use sunscreen twice. First when in my skincare, and then I use it again when I am done with my makeup. I use Chemist Clay body lotion because like it has been my favorite ever since I was in class 11, because the smell of it is very obvious. Like I guarantee you, if you would start using the blue one of Chemist Clay, you are never going to switch it because the smell of it is so addicting. So next thing in DSA is pointer. Pointer, I mean, like how do people tackle pointers? It is literally the most unfavorite topic of my DSA, like learning pointer, because after Q when I jumped into LinkedIn, it was totally pointers, and pointers are my worst fear. Like truly pointers are like so difficult to understand, and mind you, it took me a month on linked list to understand what is happening. And 1 month, I'm not exaggerating, it was literally some simple things of insertion and deletion, but bro, pointer really took so much of time and so much of understanding of mine that I was totally exhausted by the end. Like truly, like I would say that after learning and understanding linked list, it was easy for me to go to trees because it has the same kind of functioning when we create pointer in a binary tree. But the thing which I really needed to understand was like how we are taking pointer and how we are creating head and linking each of the node of the linked list, which was very difficult to understand, and mind you, it took me a lot of time. I think everyone, when first learning DSA, would invest a proper amount of time in learning pointers, because pointer is something a bit tricky, but I think after you understand it, it would be easy. Like it will come naturally to you after it. Yeah. Next thing I use is concealer. I do not use a lot of foundation or anything. I just use concealer to conceal my some places, and currently I am concealing only and only my this dark spot which my last pimple left, and it has been annoying me since 3 weeks now, and quite a lot of time I have been applying glycolic on it, and I hope that it does its magic. So the third thing, which is a big problem for me, which was a big problem I would say, or which is a big problem because I still have to repeat it, is recursion. Yes, recursion has a great concept in binary, and I knew simple recursive functions which we make in starting to understand it, like factorial and few more programs. Recursion literally has a very big role in making of trees, especially if you put the values in the tree, or you have to take out the pre-order in order post order in your tree. You really need to understand recursion, like, and I still have to work on my recursion. That is why I had to start DSA again to learn it properly, because there are so many topics which I think I need to revise it and revisit it deeply, so that when I reach trees again I know how to do recursive functions. Like, yeah, it took me literally so much of time to understand its logic and how is it working. I was like doing all of this 2 weeks before my finals, so like I was under a lot of stress, like how am I gonna do, how if I would pass my end terms or not, which I passed. Which I did pass, guys. I passed my end terms. I know it's really shocking to me too. So next we are just going to highlight inner corners of our eyes, because I have been loving this look of just highlighting inner corners of your eyes. So we are going to do that. One thing which I love about my being at home is that I have all the kind of brushes I need while doing makeup. Like, literally, when I'm at college, I use anything and everything for anything, literally. but at home I have everything which I need for doing anything. I do not know if I'm making sense, but make it make sense. We are done with it. I do not think so it is making any sense on camera. You can't see what I have done in a corner of my eyes, but I have done something, I promise you. Maybe I'll attach a photo of it. I have done, guys, something. Now it's mascara time. I use Colossal Maybelline mascara, and it is a very old mascara, to be honest. I have been using it since 2 years now, and it's been working great. I got the call. That means we are getting late, because I thought why not to shoot a video even if we are getting late. Yeah. And the last thing which I need to talk about DSA is learning it consistently, because if you are not doing that, you are in big trouble like me. See, to be honest, I think that if I would have maintained consistency since my second semester of learning DSA, I won't have been in this big problem of learning DSA. Like how much time I am investing right now wasn't even needed if I would have stayed consistent during my classes, but I did not stay. So that's why it's taking double amount of time for learning the same things to me, and which I think if you are starting DSA, please be consistent, because that is the key thing and a very important point. And yeah, that is all the things as a beginner I understood about DSA. To be honest, I didn't went far further topics than binary tree, because there were so many trees inside binary tree topic, and I haven't gone through that yet. So maybe when I'll go into that, there would be more problems. But you know what, we are engineers. We need to learn how to solve problems, so we can't complain about it. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in next one. Bye bye.